Whether you have a sprawling garden, a cozy balcony, or a simple patio, choosing the right outdoor furniture can truly transform your space into a relaxing haven. And what better way to explore this than by delving into the timeless charm of Amish Atlanta furniture?
I got into this business after being in men's retail for 25 years, and that ended, and was at a point where I didn't really know what I was going to do. Best friend called me and said, I found this amazing product, then you have to see it. So on the coldest day of my life, I flew to Ohio and we drove out to the Amish place that has turned into my supplier, and I saw the product and thought, oh my goodness, I know exactly what I can do with this. March of 2010 started the company, and here we are almost 14 years later, bigger and better than we were. Initially I had polyethylene furniture along with cedar and oak pieces, which were beautiful until it rained or you had some sunny days, and then they started to weather. So I went to complete poly furniture and have been that ever since. For something outside that you can leave outside as minimum to no maintenance, and all you really have to do is wipe a little bit of Mother Nature off and enjoy. This material is polyethylene. It is a high density poly, and it has the best fade resistancy. This is the best of the best if you're going to invest in something outside. It is fade resistant. All the hardware is aircraft grade stainless, no lead, won't rust. It's pretty indestructible. I've had customers for 14 years, and they're buying pieces that will go back to match the stuff that they have. The Amish that make these, they are out in their warehouses cutting this, putting it together. They don't construct anything or have any piece that is longer than 2 feet that doesn't have a support piece, so there's not going to be any bowing over all the years and all the use. The hardware on this is aircraft grade stainless, which means there's no lead in it. The specs that they have designed these pieces with are so accurate than some of the more mass-produced stuff, and it's pretty much a one-time purchase.
With so many options available, it's easy to find one that best fits your space.
We offer a variety of styles, and the space pretty much dictates what that looks like. Adirondack chairs, for example, are real popular around fireplaces, on people's docks, from their main house to the beach house to the lake house. Lounge chairs with reclining back are great around pools. Pub tables and swivel pub chairs are great on decks. There's a variety that really fits the space. Color options are very much a personal choice. It usually is determined by what color the house is, what color the stone is around the fireplace or the fire pit, what color pool is trimmed in. Some people want to accent and have a lot of contrast. Some people like something a little more blendy. So it really is up to the customer to decide how they want to express the furniture through the colors. More times than not, people will start with a set of something, and then a couple of years later they'll get another set that may match what they purchased, or they may go in a different direction. But if they do get something that they want to match what they have and they bought it years ago, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a dead match with what they've got.
Made right here in the USA, all products are handmade by the Amish, who are known for their high-quality craftsmanship and attention to detail.
The process of how this starts and ends up looking like this is pretty complex, in my opinion. The polyethylene comes in long strips. One day they will cut arms for gliders, and then maybe slats for gliders the next day, and stack them as high as they can stack them. And then going somewhere where they then assemble all of that. From beginning to end, it's not a quick process. Somebody taking the time to make each piece by hand, one at a time, speaks volumes to the longevity and the quality and the craftsmanship of the product. You can buy something years later that is in the same colorway as what you have sitting in your backyard or your patio or wherever it may be, and it is going to match. The die lots stay the same. Amish Atlanta and the success of the company is built on relationships. We have the best customers ever. So they are the reason for the success of Amish Atlanta. Amish Atlanta provides me a platform to make people happy, and that is in my nature. It always has been, probably always will be.
And what are people saying about Amish Atlanta?
Yeah, we were looking for something sustainable and durable that was going to last a long time, and we came across this material. The aircraft grade fasteners and the way that it's put together was really critical to my decision making.
Replacing furniture, patio furniture throughout the years because it's not aging well and doesn't have the appearance that we want. So we think with this, we'll be able to have the longevity and the look that we want.
We come across something like this that we knew was theoretically going to outlive us and not have to worry about this again, and we can move on to other more important things in our lives was a huge find.
The glider chair that seats for 2 people, and it's really comfortable, and also just the little feature of the cup holder, just not something I thought I needed, but it's really handy, and really enjoy having that as part of the chair itself.
There's such a huge color selection that Kurt has, and it changes, with Amish Atlanta. I think that you could integrate different colors over time, you could add things, but there really is probably a color palette to fit just about everybody's needs.
We had just built a new home, put in a swimming pool, and we wanted some pool furniture. So we wound up talking to Kurt and purchased a table, 4 chairs, bought a couple of gliders from him to put around our pool. And that's how we first got to introduction to Amish Atlanta.
Just the durability of it, the comfort. You don't have to ever replace it. I mean, we've had ours for about 12 years and never had an issue with it.
We gave my son the furniture that we had, the red and black furniture around our pool, and he is still using that at his home today.
They're built, contoured for your back, and they're great. They're very, very comfortable to sit on.
But we bought very, very nice furniture to go out around the pool that was not this furniture. And that furniture, at best, you might get a year or 2 out of it.
We've had our furniture for about 15 years, and it looks brand new.
I was impressed with the quality and the fact that they're made from recycled materials. The hardware is all stainless steel, which you rarely ever find on any outdoor furniture. So they've gone the extra mile to make a really high quality product. And it's made in the U.S.
We even had them make us a serving table, which they didn't normally make.
It's one of a kind.
One of a kind.
If we weren't maxed out with the furniture already, we'd probably be buying more.
We've had Adirondack chairs in the past, and they eventually became garden statues because they would rot and we'd buy new ones. When these came along, they were great because you could leave them outdoors year round. And as everyone knows, Michigan gets pelted with some pretty severe weather in the winter. There's a lot of give to the product as far as the materials that are made. So when you sit in it, it conforms a little bit to you. And it stays cool to the touch, which is really nice too.
We went with the neutral.
We did the sandalwood. It was really just soft and neutral for our space. It's kind of a taupey color, and taupe is my wife's favorite color. It looks pretty much brand new and clean all the time. So when you're buying new pieces, you're not buying them to replace the old ones. You're buying to add to your collection.
Amish Atlanta cares about the environment.
We are considered a green company, and the reason for that is primarily that all of this is made out of polyethylene, which is recycled plastic. Not only is it durable, but it also helps our environment. To be able to make just some type of contribution to the environment is very meaningful for me. I was born and raised on a farm in Nebraska. I knew from the beginning that you have to take care of the earth, you have to take care of your environment, and still making an effort to do something to help the environment. And by selling a product that is beautiful and luxurious, that's not in a dump site, is, I think, a pretty cool thing. My Amish supplier and I are always talking about new products, a product that's in development. We have some right now. In fact, he's working on a new glider, which is a pub glider. You'll sit up like in a pub chair that I'm in, only it'll glide like a glider. So he's still working that out. But every year he has something new, and we introduce a new product, new colors. So people that have this already can have an opportunity to freshen or add to what they have that they may not have that specific style or colorway. This is an investment, a long-term investment, because this is virtually going to last you pretty much the rest of your life. You can go to a lot of different places and buy imitation stuff of this, and then in a few years later you'll come back and buy it again. You're going to buy this one time here and be happy until you decide to do something else with it.
To find out more about Amish Atlanta, visit AmishAtlanta.net and Designingspaces.tv.